Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is what are people realizing about you? And I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we'll go ahead and get started. Hi pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on what are people realizing about you. Okay, the first thing I'm seeing here is both beauty and brains, or good looks and brains. So I think maybe people meet you and they immediately think that your charm or your looks, the way that you carry yourself, maybe even the way that you dress, that kind of carries you. But there's something here where a lot of people are realizing that you are either highly intelligent, highly knowledgeable, very wise. There's something here where people are, it's a little bit of like a triple threat kind of energy. So I think people are realizing that, like, yes, the package is nice, but there's also so much beneath it as well. I feel like you're either performing very well at this time, or you're really showing that there's a lot of substance behind who you are. I'll be honest too, I think that there's some things that are coming in for you, some opportunities, some elevations that you're not fully aware of yet. So people could also be realizing that you're going to do very well at something, that you are doing very well at something, or that there's going to be some opportunities coming in for you. This almost feels like the energy of people realizing like pile 1 has what it takes to be very successful, or pile 1 has what it takes to excel at something in particular that you're working at here. The 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles is also someone who's very good at their job or good at what they do. So this could be people in your life right now. This also could be past people realizing just how special your talent or your abilities are. I'm seeing also someone happy and someone passionate as well. So people could be realizing that something about your light or the warmth that you emanate is very genuine, especially if some of you are either like a little more happy-go-lucky or warm, friendly. You might smile a lot. People are just realizing that that's like natural and normal for you. I don't know if you're around a lot of people who maybe aren't as joyful as you are, if that resonates for you. You have a lot of duality to you and a lot of complexity to you. Once again, you seem knowledgeable, worldly, highly intelligent, hardworking, dedicated, talented, but also someone warm, someone excitable, someone with a lot of joie de vivre, that joy for life. Like you're happy to be here, but the fact that you're here, you're also going to do well. It's a really strong energy. Let's get some more. I don't know if you also had people in your past who didn't quite appreciate all these qualities as well. It's sort of like you don't miss your water till the well runs dry. It's like now that you're gone, now that they're missing you, or there's an absence of you, I feel like all of these qualities are heightened. I think you bring a lot of warmth, you bring a lot of excitement to a space. People are realizing that. If you have old coworkers, people are realizing just how skilled you were, how good you were, how much of an asset you were. And if people didn't fully recognize your intellect or your wisdom, realizing that as well too. So you could say things and people might kind of blow it off. But then, as time passes, what you said really starts to stand out. They're like, oh my gosh, didn't pile 1 say that, or didn't want pile 1 try to tell me that and I blew them off when they were right, or this was something that was very observant, very astute. Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. People are realizing that you are very tuned in and very tapped in. I'm hearing the word prescient. Definitely, if you're not familiar with that word, I would look it up, because I feel like people are realizing just how right you are about a lot of things. 9 of Wands. People also could be realizing, especially family. So I'm getting, for a lot of you, family is realizing how hard you work, or how dedicated you are to something, or how resilient you are. I don't know if some of you had family members who kind of thought you were a little bit like soft. And there's nothing wrong with being soft, but like, especially if you feel like you're the kind of person where you're like, yeah, I'll put in the work, or yeah, I'm resilient, I can tough it out. You might have had some family who kind of felt like you weren't as resilient as you are. But I'm also getting too that you do have some family who are realizing that maybe If they gave you a hard time, they're definitely realizing, if they made your life more difficult, if they hurt you in some way. A lot of family members realizing that. I'm also getting that there's some people who are realizing that they made it really hard to love them. Or, especially once again, if you have friends or exes or anything that you're not connected to, family members you're estranged from, you have a lot of people realizing like how difficult they made it to be in harmony with them. Does that make sense? So like in the past, if they were like, why didn't things work out, or why are we not connected anymore? I feel like a lot of people are realizing what they did to contribute to you saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to put some distance between us. Yeah, Hangman. You have a lot of people realizing things, especially for you, Pile 1. Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. A lot of people realizing you were a good investment, listening to you, connecting with you, working with you. Now, the nice thing about this energy is, yes, I'm seeing a lot of that for people from the past, but I'm also seeing people in your present and probably in your future too, realizing that you're a good investment. You're someone that they want to work with. You're someone that they want to collaborate with. You could be seeing this, or you'll be starting to see this. Ace of Swords. People are realizing that you're the truth. Ooh, but it really depends on what relationship people have with you. Yeah, oh my gosh. You definitely have some people who are having like some epiphanies. It's really past people. These realizations are painful. I feel like a lot of people from your past are having a lot of painful realizations about, the loss of you. It's a very strong energy. And keep in mind, today's topic is, what are people realizing? So if people are realizing, oh my gosh, they were such a good investment. They were so great to be around. I made it so hard to stay connected. They were so smart. They were so wise. They were so right. That's a realization. That means that they weren't acknowledging that or showing that when they were connected to you. But the good news is, this is an energy for everyone. So this also could be new people, acquaintances, people that you don't know too well, who are also realizing very quickly, like, this is someone I want to keep my eye on. This is someone I want to be close to. This is somebody I want to connect to. This is someone I want to invest in. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, come on. 10 of Pentacles. If you're in a relationship, if you're dating, there could be someone realizing that they want to marry you or they want to be committed to you. If there's someone you're already in a marriage with or a commitment with, this person is, I guess, realizing that they want to stay this way forever. But there's this really strong energy of, no matter where people are in your life, everyone kind of coming to the same conclusion that you're a good person to have in their life. But what I love about this 10 of Pentacles is, everyone's at this table and everybody gets to eat. Everybody gets a portion. So I'm not really seeing people who are looking at you and realizing like, ooh, this is someone that I can, ride their coattails. No, I'm getting a lot of collaborative energy. I'm getting a lot of connected energy. Like, this is someone where, I'd like to make a seat at my table for them, and I hope that I can have a seat at their table too. It's a really nice, strong, supportive energy. I'm also seeing a lot of Pentacles here, Pile 1. So if this is resonating for you, you could either have people who are realizing, that you're doing quite well, or that you will do quite well. For some of you, there's people realizing that, they want to give you some sort of opportunity or support you in some way that I think is going to be very lucrative for you. So congratulations. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. Great energy. I do hope this resonates. I hope this was helpful. I'm also hearing too, I just need to mention, somebody is realizing they should have married you. I don't know who that's for or who that is, but I think you'll know who that is. All right, that's what I have for you. I do hope that resonated. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, details on how to do that are down below. Thank you so much. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 2. So if you chose the second pile, then this is your reading on what are people realizing about you. Okay, so I'm seeing a very specific situation here first and foremost. Someone is realizing that you're doing very well, or they think that you're doing really well, or they think you're doing better than you were when you were with them. Now, I don't know if somebody is realizing that they were too slow, too indecisive, but somebody is realizing that you're better off without them. But they also feel like this is fair or this is justified. Like, you deserve to be doing well. You deserve to be doing better. I don't know. Somebody is realizing that you didn't need them, or someone's realizing that you don't need them. I'm getting sort of this shaky energy. If there's anyone in your life, whether this is a relationship, a friendship, even like a coworker, a business partner, family member, there's somebody realizing that like they kind of need to get it together, because you seem very unified in your energy right now. We have the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you seem solid, you seem stable, you seem like you love yourself, you're beautiful, you're attractive, you're handsome. You kind of are the complete package here. And I'm getting a lot of energy of people feeling like you'll kind of thrive regardless of who's in your life. Like if somebody leaves your life, you'll find someone else. If a situation ends, you'll find another situation. There's kind of this rolling dynamic energy where you kind of have this like a nice golden bubble around you. You have people from your past definitely who are realizing like, yeah, you know, I definitely wasn't the recipe for their success. They seem perfectly fine without me. But I'll be honest, you also have a lot of people in your life right now who kind of feel like they're realizing, once again, if they don't kind of increase the pace or step up, that things could potentially change for their detriment. I think you have like a little bit of a transformation that you've gone through. It doesn't seem super radical though. So I feel like you've been in this energy for a minute. Like I feel like you've always seemed, you know, attractive, well taken care of, independent, able to move through a lot of different spaces in life successfully. But it kind of feels like everyone in your life has either seen you. You could be very much in a receiving energy right now. New people, new opportunities, new loves, new connections. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're very adaptable. You really don't have like a lack mentality or a lack mindset at all. Someone could be realizing they were a burden to you or they are a burden to you. I love your energy because it's very dynamic. What I noticed about today's reading as well is it's like the same energy. Everyone is kind of realizing the same things, but depending on what position they have in your life, they have like a different perspective on it, right? So you have some people from your past are like, dang, like they were able to move on and just live their life and they're doing great. Like they really didn't need me. You have people who are currently in your life who are like, you know, I love being connected to them, but I see them making new friends or, you know, gaining things or creating things for themselves, creating success for themselves. They really wouldn't need me. I like having them in my life. I like being in their life. But if this person just decided to up and disconnect, they would be perfectly fine. This seems to be what everybody is realizing. I feel like you also have kind of mainstays, people in your life who you're still connected to, who you still have a good relationship with, who are like, dang, like they're really just out here, like new things coming in, new people coming in, new opportunities coming in. I'm seeing like a revolving door. King of Cups. People are realizing they love you, or a lot of people love you, or plenty of people fall in love with you. Okay. Ooh. I don't know who this is for, but somebody or multiple people are realizing that you're able to kind of... Okay, so you know how cups are our love energy and cups are water. I'm imagining like someone turning off a tap. So you could love a person, a place, a thing, but if it's not serving you, like you're able to turn off the tap. People are realizing that that's a thing. So I don't know if you had people who are like, they love me, they'll never leave, or, you know, they like me, that... Psych. Oh my gosh, yeah. You will absolutely move forward from things, even if you have love for it or you have history with it, if you need to. And this either is an energy that you're in, or this is an energy that you're starting to get into. This feels a little bit more specific, but definitely if you feel like, you know what, I'm opening myself up, I'm getting out there, and people are starting to, you know, come my way, opportunities are coming my way, things are flowing, people are realizing that that is your reality. The energy is crazy. Beautiful. You have a great energy. You could be realizing this about yourself. This is fabulous though, pile 2, so congratulations. Wow, look how crazy and amazing this energy is. Okay, we have the Chariot and the 8 of Wands. This is someone moving forward and taking decisive action. I think that you are a lover boy or a lover girl, so you have a lot of love in you. You love. People will tend to love you. There's a lot of love flowing in your energy, and it's a very attractive energy. But I think you also recognize, if something is not serving me, if something is not aligning with me, even if I have love for it, or even if it has potential, if it's not working, I'm going to move in a different direction. And because of that, you have this crazy flow of energy. We have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, so that's forward movement, that's a lot of energetic flow. But then we have the Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles. So if you look, we have 2 cups here. This beautiful angel is like pouring energy between the cups. And it's like, okay, this can stay, this isn't quite working, so I'm going to pour it back in. Just kind of sifting through all of the energy being sent your way. And then whatever is worth your time, whatever is worth your investment, you plant that. You plant those seeds, you water that garden, and you let it grow. And it's incredibly dynamic for you. 6 of Cups, yeah. You definitely have people from your past who really, really regret being in your past. Whatever led to you separating from them, I do see a lot of pain and regret there. It's almost like they didn't know. I didn't know that you were going to thrive so well. I didn't know that you had new opportunities or new options. I just don't think people realize that right now your energy is kind of like this beautiful winding river. And that if something ends, like something new does come in, new people, places, opportunities. And it makes it really hard for you to want to turn back. Knight of Cups. 4 of Swords. Yeah. One thing I will say is this. If you've experienced heartbreak in your past, as difficult and as painful as it is, sometimes it really can be a gift. Because it's like a muscle, right? It's like every time your heart is broken, it will heal. And it makes it easier to say, I've been heartbroken before. I'm not afraid if I have to say, you're not treating me well, I'm going to move forward. Or, you're not reciprocating my energy, I'm going to move forward. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have really honed that skill. And because of that, you're so good at sweeping out stagnant energy and allowing better energy to come in. While at the same time, having a certain level of grace and saying, what? None of us are perfect people, but you're a good friend, or you're a good partner, or you're a good family member. I'm going to continue to invest in this as long as you invest in me, and letting that grow. But if someone's not respecting you, if someone is dismissing you, to say, okay, I'm going to sweep this energy away. I'm not going to fight for energy that doesn't want to fight for me. And you're going to watch this continue to grow and continue to receive better and better. Beautiful energy. The Hermit. Queen of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So one thing I will say is this. If you are dating or you're married or getting to know someone, just be aware this person is realizing that if they don't continue to step it up. Now, if it's a perfect relationship, then this person's just realizing I have to maintain this energy or else, I might lose this person. If someone feels like they need to step up, someone is realizing that they do need to step up. Now, keep in mind, this is a Queen of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and a King of Wands. So this is someone you're either actually actively dating, you're connecting with each other regularly. It's a relationship where you feel okay, this person is actually serious about me. This person is realizing if they don't step it up, things might change. Page of Wands, 7 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. But I will say, I do feel like there's people who are realizing, oh my gosh. I'm going to be honest. You have people who are realizing that I think a lot of people maybe underestimated you in the past. I don't think people really anticipated just how well you were going to do in adulthood, especially if people knew you when you were younger. It's weird because the Page of Wands, once again, it's a younger energy, but out of all the pages, the Page of Wands is my wow, they walk into a room, you're that kid's got potential. That's who you were. But for some reason, I feel like people underestimated that your potential was actually going to amount to something real and tangible. For some of you, you've blossomed a lot physically, like you look really good. For others of you, you've really honed your craft or your skills. Six of Wands is peeking out, very successful energy. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people who didn't really expect. Once again, I feel like your energy feels like a conveyor belt right now. It's like, why am I imagining someone? I think someone likes sushi, or someone had sushi recently or something. But I'm imagining those all-you-can-eat, the conveyor belt sushi places, where it's like, you know, the conveyor belt has all these different types of food that you can try, and you know, you kind of see things pass by, you say, that's not quite for me, and then you see something good, you take it, you eat it, you enjoy it, and it's like there's always energy, there's always opportunities coming for you. So once again, this could be an energy that you're just getting into, this could be an energy that you're settling into now, but really continue to open yourself up, continue to be discerning with people, places, and things, because I see that, yes, you know, you have great discernment. I don't think that you're tossing everything aside. I think that there's certain things where you're like, okay, this is something or someone I can work with. Other things you're like, this is not quite right for me. But you are picking good opportunities, good connections, good energy. But because you're not afraid to sweep out the things that no longer serve you, it makes room for good things as well. And I think there's a lot of people who've been unfortunately swept away, who are realizing like, oh, I guess I was replaceable. I guess this workplace was replaceable. I guess that relationship was replaceable. That friendship. But what I love is that there's a lot of people in your life now who see, even now, still maybe being your friend, still being in a relationship with you, still working with you, they see new energy continuing to come towards you. And so they realize, like, you know, I gotta keep up my A game, you know, I gotta be respectful, I gotta show up for them, because if I don't do it, somebody else will. So, but once again, I think you bring such great energy to people's lives. They want to do it, but I think they also realize that they can't, you know, take advantage of you, and they can't just assume that you'll always be there, because, you know, they know that if they are caught slipping, someone might come in and, you know, take their spot. That's what I have for you, Pile 2. Great energy. I do hope that resonated. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, details on how to do that are down below. Thank you all so much once again. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 3. So if you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on what are people realizing about you. Okay, Pile 3, I'm seeing that some people are realizing that they had some illusions about you or some beliefs about you that were not true. Some people could be realizing that someone like lied about you or lied about a situation. Definitely seeing somebody realizing that they either should have like married you, committed to you, or stayed committed to you here. There's a strange energy with the Eight of Wands, the Judgment, and the Page of Pentacles. Someone is realizing that they were like way too judgmental or harsh to you when you were younger, when you were a kid. And like you really didn't deserve that, especially if there's like an estrangement here. Like if you're not like on good terms with someone, if you don't talk to someone anymore, somebody feels like the reason that you pulled away, or if you are pulling away from someone, it's because like they're too harsh, they're too judgmental, they're too selfish. Yeah, someone in your life could be realizing that if they don't get it together, like you may move forward, or they may jeopardize their relationship with you. Someone is realizing they were really like childish. I definitely want to get some more. Someone also could have realized that they supported the wrong person or backed the wrong person here. Yeah, Four of Cups. No, I'm telling you. Okay, somebody is realizing that if they ended things with you or did something to end things with you, there's a lot of heartbreak here. Someone is realizing that they have a lot of love for you. I'm getting a lot of people realizing things about their behavior with you that are really like freaking them out, or are making them really regret their decisions in the past. Yeah. A lot of people realizing they were selfish. A lot of people, I heard greedy. for someone. Okay. People realizing that you made them very happy. You created a happy home. Their home was a lot happier with you there. Their life was happier with you there. I see a lot of people like analyzing the things that they've said to you, the things that they've done to you. Yeah. Someone realizing that they made you contribute too much, or they asked too much, or things were unfair, things are unfair. I'm going to be honest, I am getting a very strong, like, here and now energy. So I definitely feel like, yes, there's people from your past who are realizing a lot of things, but there could be people in your life right now who are realizing things. Okay. What's at the center of this energy is a desire to have a long-standing connection with you, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So this could be friends in your life where like, I want to be their friend forever. This could be a relationship where it's like, I want to be with this person forever. This could be a workplace that's like, I never want you to leave. It's that kind of energy. And a lot of people realizing that, once again, I think this desire or this fear is coming from a place of kind of knowing that you're not quite being treated the way you need to be treated, or this could be like compensation, like they're not paying you enough, or someone's not contributing enough, or someone's not taking you out on enough dates, that kind of thing. Knight of Wands, Hermit, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. I'm definitely getting this energy of people feeling like they need to like get it together. So the Knight of Wands is, now for some of you, if somebody's, like stringing you along, definitely somebody's realizing like you're about to check out, or if you did already check out, that you're checked out for good. And if that's the case, someone is realizing that they made a big mistake. But my Knight of Wands can also be the energy of somebody who has like an ego, somebody who gets angry, someone who gets irritable. With the Hermit and the Ace of Cups, I do see someone kind of like going inward, and yeah, the World, the Emperor, like, I need to get it together. Empress. Now keep in mind, there is this energy of a lot of people around you really putting you on a big pedestal. But there feels this, there's this intense energy where I don't know if people are just feeling like if I don't, show up for them, if I don't fix things, or if I don't treat them better, if I don't do more for them, like they're gonna get out of here. The Emperor to the Empress. Someone could be realizing they need to like really step it up. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands? Strength. Like someone needs to muster up the strength to, I'm gonna be honest, people are having like these realizations, right? And I think a lot of people in your life, honestly, they see you as the Empress. So I feel like when they think about you, when they talk about you, it's very much like they're amazing or they're doing so well. I feel like a lot of people really, really like having you in their life. But I think that also is becoming a little bit toxic in the sense that people could be like, I don't know if they really want to be my friend anymore. I don't know if they really want to work here anymore. I don't know if they really want to be in a relationship with me anymore. There's this kind of intensity of a lot of people around you feeling like they're not good enough, or that you secretly, are not satisfied with them. And so this pile is interesting because for some of you, this might be true. Maybe someone does need to step up. Maybe someone does need to contribute more. For others of you, it's not really that serious. But I'm getting this strong feeling from a lot of people around you where this is the realization they think that they need to have, right? Like, I need to be a better friend, or I need to be a better partner. I need to talk to them more. I need to do more for them. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like I need to be putting in more work. I need to help them more. I need to be nicer to them. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you. With the Eight of Swords. You have a very high like status and rank in people's minds right now. The World. Yeah, 3 of Wands. Pretty much everyone in your life is realizing that you're going to do well, or you're on some sort of like winning streak, or you're going to be on some sort of winning streak. And there is this feeling of, you know, if I don't step up, or if I don't like provide more value to them, then they're just going to kind of sail off in the sunset in another direction. A lot of this feels very like present energy. I definitely do see some people from your past who are viewing you this way, but I'll be honest, a lot of people from your past kind of feel like you're long gone. Your energy feels very like present in the here and now. So you could be like totally inaccessible to people from your past. Yeah, 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the King of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords. I'll be honest, you do also have this energy where you're not playing right now. I think you're nice to be around for sure, but there is this energy of you being very focused, very determined right now. And there's a bit of an understanding that, I mean, the Queen of Swords, I'm going to be honest, the Queen of Swords contributes a lot. You know, the Queen of Swords definitely is someone, she's a queen, but she will cut people off, she will cut people down. You know, the Queen of Swords makes things happen regardless of whether you're with her or not. You know what I mean? And I don't think that you present it that way, but people feel that. Queen of Wands, yeah. And and the Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. It's like you have all the queens already. The only queen that's not here is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is loving, but the Queen of Cups, out of all the queens, is the most easy to kind of pull on their heartstrings right now. So it's an interesting energy, but once again, I think that you are warm, you are kind, but you're also smart and analytical, you know? And it's like, you know, I don't have any hard feelings, but, you know, like if we're friends and I have to reach out to you first every single time and you're not contributing and you're not there for me and not lifting me up, like we won't be friends anymore. You know, if we're dating and you take a week to text me back, or, you know, you're running around with other people, we won't date anymore. It's very like to the point. Yeah, the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. People are realizing like the Tower could fall at any time. So like, I got to step it up. I got to be there for them. So this could be an energy you're already in. This could be an energy you could be getting into soon. But you may just start to notice like people in your life, you know, being there for you more, you know, helping you out more. But I feel like this is kind of a two-way energy. Like you have kind of demonstrated like, I will move forward. Like I will be definitive. I will be decisive in my actions. The Queen of Wands makes it happen, regardless of who's with her. And you still have people in your life. You still have people connected to you. But everyone does kind of have this feeling of like, I've got to do things for pile 3. I think you do things for other people as well, but it's very reciprocal. Like everybody kind of has that understanding. 10 of Cups. Yeah. I mean, the great thing is if you look, so we have the 10 of Cups. You see these two women. They're beautiful. They're happy, but they're both working together. There is kind of this feeling of everyone in your life, you know, whether it's keeping up with you, giving you encouragement, helping you out, everyone kind of knows what their role is, or what the tribute is. Even looking at the 7 of Cups, if you look, you have all these cups and there's different things inside them. And then you have this mermaid like offering a pearl here. It's a really interesting energy. I don't know if this is an energy that you're in and you're like, yes, Earth Angel, like I totally get this. This is totally my pile. For others of you, this is an energy you're getting into. But people are realizing like they have to contribute, or they have to like, you know, do things for you. But once again, I think that you do things for other people too. But everybody kind of knows that you're not going to be pulling all the weight in most situations. Like you're not going to be the one just like, you know, putting in all the effort and letting other people just kind of like, that's not the kind of relationships that you have, or those are not the kind of relationships that you're having moving forward. And for some of you don't even really need to say it. People just kind of know, like, if I go a month without talking to pile 3, they're not going to reach out to me, If we're friends and every time we go out, I make pile 3 pay, like, we're not going to be going out anymore. That kind of energy? If we're dating and I'm making pile 3 plan all the dates, we're not going to be dating anymore, 2 of Cups, it has to be reciprocal. But there's a little bit of an intensity to the energy where, I'll be honest, out of all the piles, pile 3, the people in your life, the energy feels almost a little bit, in a very gentle way, it feels a little bit like neurotic, where you do have people in your life who are like, do they like me? Am I doing enough? Was I nice enough? Do they still want to be my friend? Am I messaging them too much? Am I messaging them too little? It's a little bit, there's nerves here. And I think the reason why, if you look at this 9 of Cups and this 4 of Wands, we have the Star, we have all the energy of you being a very beloved person in people's lives, no matter how many people you have in your life. Now, this could be an energy that you're manifesting and you're like, I'd like to have more reciprocal relationships in my life. Or this could be an energy that you've been in for a while. But I think that you will start to notice, like, people doing things for you, people taking care of you, people helping you out, people doing things for you without you even having to ask. This is an energy that I think is going to continue to increase, or this is an energy that you're stepping into. And this is how you'll kind of know that this is happening. But this is the energy behind that. Is people feeling like, if I'm not, consistently showing up for pile 3, I will lose them. Whether this is friends, family, lovers, even like coworkers or workplaces, it's like, oh, like if we're not showing up equally or equitably, the Emperor. Wow. Pile 3. One thing I will say is this is an energy that I think most people, when you get into this energy, you have to kind of work up to this energy. This could be something where you're listening, you're like, this is the kind of energy that I want. Now, I do recommend, there always has to be balance in energy, right? So you're probably not already doing this, but, it's not good to just be like, I just want to receive and never give anything back. It's great to have that two-way street. It's great to give and receive. That's how you can kind of keep the energy flowing and keep the energy kind of pure and smooth, right? But the Emperor, the Magician, and the 8 of Cups, this feels intentional. This feels like something that you've kind of created for your reality. With the Emperor, the Magician, and the 8 of Cups, you kind of leverage your presence. I think you do bring a lot to the table. I think you do bring a lot of good vibes. I think you also contribute a lot tangibly. And you have kind of created the reality, or you are creating a reality where it's kind of like, the Emperor receives, right? The Emperor has a whole kingdom. The Emperor provides a lot, but the Emperor also receives a lot. I just heard the Emperor receives tributes, but the Emperor also gives a lot. They're a leader. They are a provider for a lot of people, but a lot of people also give back to them as well. And I think you've really leveraged your presence. Honestly, I don't think anyone in your life feels like I could just treat pile 3 any old way and then they'll never go anywhere. Nobody believes that. No one believes that. I feel like people definitely are on their P's and Q's with you, or this is an energy you will be getting into. Where it's like, I got to be respectful. I got to be there for them. I got to do things for them, and then I'll continue to have them in my life. The Sun, what else can I say, pile 3? So this is a very powerful energy. This is also an energy that's going to serve you very well. And I think really the secret to this energy is the fact that with that 2 of Cups, it is a two-way street. I think you give people love, you give people guidance, you give people reassurance, you help people, you aid people. You're a great asset to a lot of people's lives, and they know it. But they also know that you're not just going to give and give and give and just receive nothing in return. So it's a powerful energy, it's a beautiful energy, but people are just realizing I don't think this is that new of an energy for you, if I'm honest. It could be a new energy. But people are realizing, you know, I gotta be there for pile 3. I have to be there for pile 3 and they'll be there for me. But if I'm not there for them, they're not just gonna stick around. But it does have that feeling of people being like, you know, kind of on their toes a little bit. But, you know, that also means that they'll always be at the ready. Oh my gosh. The world of 3 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. It's like, let me be there when pile 3 needs me. Let me help out pile 3, you know. Let me continue to forge this relationship and invest into this relationship. And once again, this isn't going to be like 100% of the time, but you will start to notice this pattern. You know, people reaching out to you first, people, you know, helping you out, paying for things, or, you know, doing things for you. And then you do things for them too. But there is this understanding from everyone in your life, realizing like it has to be a two-way street. If I'm there for pile 3, they'll be there for me. If I respect them, they'll respect me. It's a beautiful energy. It's a dynamic energy. I think it's going to serve you very well. That's what I have for you, pile 3. Very powerful energy. Really beautiful. Keep up the good work. I love to see energy like this. I do hope you enjoyed this. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, details on how to do that are down below. But thank you all so much once again. Until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.